Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. In today's video, I'm going to be getting my Uncharted 4 A Thief's End walkthrough. I'm going to be playing this game from beginning to end over the next few days. I'll probably honestly play the entire game in about 3 days or so, and then I'll just upload them, every day or so. They're gonna be, hour-long or so episodes, so there's probably gonna be about 10 or so of them, maybe less depending on how fast I play this game. I don't really know what kind of run I'm going to be doing here, if it's going to be a very quick one or not. I'm probably going to play the game on easy. I can definitely play it on the harder difficulties. I have the Platinum Trophy for this game. I've played it multiple times before. But my whole point with this playthrough is kind of just to get the walkthrough out there. I have a friend who watched the previous 3 walkthroughs I did for these games back when I did them on my old channel, and he doesn't own a PlayStation 4, so he's never seen Uncharted 4 from beginning to end. So that's kind of the main reason I do these walkthroughs, is so that I can share them with my friends who want to watch these videos, and I actually do have a few friends who do. I'm going to have to put these subtitles on in a second here, because it doesn't auto-enable them, I don't believe. But, yeah, no, I love this game so much. It's one of my favorite of all time. Favorites of all time, I should say. I've played it, like I said, many, many times. Probably the most excited I've ever been for a game. I don't know, Last of Us 2 might surpass this for excitement for me. I don't know. It's hard to say, because, again, this was 4 years ago, but all I know is that between this and The Last of Us Part 2, there's never been a game I've been excited for as those two. My third most was probably Batman Arkham Knight, but that didn't reach the same excitement level that I had for this. This is just such a great game. But yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna quickly turn on those subtitles. I can't hear the game very well, by the way, because my game capture device does not let me hear, or does not let me use a headset and hear the video game unless I have a special cord, which I don't own. And it also doesn't let me have my TV volume very loud, or else my microphone will pick it up, and then you're gonna get a bunch of echo, and it's gonna sound really weird and stupid. So I have to play the game with very low audio. I definitely need to get that special cord in the future so I can actually hear the game, because that's something I really want to do, be able to actually hear myself when I'm playing. But yeah, that's just for this walkthrough and whichever one I decide to do next. So here.
This is really not good. Hold on! Nathan! They're gaining on us! I know! We'll crank it! Sam, I'm going as fast as I can!
Alright, so right off the bat, we are being thrown into a very big action sequence. This one obviously involving kind of like a boat chase or whatever. This is actually, what do you call it? Just like the second game, where the opening level is actually set, ahead of, the majority of the game. This actually happens about halfway through, so similar to Uncharted 2, where they did that with the opening train level. And yeah, you never actually get to replay this. In Uncharted 2, you get to redo the train level, but from a different angle. This is the only time you get to do this boat level, but I've always just really liked the idea of it here. Subtitles is the closest thing I'm going to get to audio right now. I can still hear the game, I just have to have it very quiet so that my mic doesn't pick it up too much, because if it does, like I said, it really, really messes up your guys' viewing of this game, because the audio will echo a lot. It's probably already echoing a tiny bit. If it does, I'll be sure to try to fix that for the future episodes. Again, this is just a really annoying problem with this whole recording stuff. It does look good, at least. I was looking into investing into like a 4K HDR game capture by Elgato, but those things cost a ridiculous amount. They're about $550 Canadian, which is a lot of money. That's more than it costs to buy a console for the most part. Not every single console, but more than it cost me to get my PS4 Pro. So they are really expensive. Not worth it for me since I don't do gaming videos that much. I do want to play Last of Us 2, obviously, when that comes out, and I'm probably still going to do that, just not with this. I'll just, straight up stream to YouTube off of the PlayStation 4. And the problem with that is that it doesn't record HDR, but I'm not going to turn that off because I want to see the game in its glory. And it's something I can't exactly do if I'm... It feels like there's a bit of input lag, I don't know why. Yeah, there's definitely some input lag. Maybe I'm gonna see how fast my my aiming sensitivity is pretty freaking low. I'm surprised that it's doing this far. I'm just gonna really quickly check. Maybe my TV's not on game mode. Yeah, it's not on game mode. That would probably explain why there's a lot of input lag.
Oh shit!
It also looks better for me too. Yeah, my TV has different modes. If you're playing on game mode, it's suited for games. The refresh rate will be a lot better. Whereas if you're watching movies, it's different. Show yourself. Alright, let's get out of here.
Head straight to the island. Nathan, rush!
But yeah, no, this is one of the most beautiful games in my opinion. I really don't think much... I don't really think much has passed it in terms of just visuals, honestly. I think maybe Red Dead 2 is the only game since that I would say looks maybe better than this. I mean, not even everything in Red Dead 2 looks better than this, in my opinion. I think the environments in this are better at times. Sorry, not the environments, the character models.
Watch it!
But,
Oh shit!
both of them look great.
Nathan? Nathan? What are we gonna do with you? You must be tired of these lectures. I know I'm tired of giving them. And now you have to stay here with me all weekend instead of going on the retreat with everyone else?
I don't care.
Yes, that is the crux of the problem.
I don't see why I'm the only one being punished.
Because you started the fight.
He wouldn't give me back my book.
I told you to leave those books in your room. You only have yourself to blame.
Doesn't give him the right to just snatch it from me.
Does that give you the right to start throwing punches?
It wasn't just about the book.
What was it then?
Nothing. I'll save it for confession.
No matter what I try, you seem insistent on going down the same sad road as your brother. What a waste.
Sam!
Alright, so just like Uncharted 3, we get to play as young Drake. This is before Uncharted 3's young Drake section, though. I believe about 3 years or so, maybe 2 years.
Up and around we go.
But yeah. I've always, just enjoyed, kind of exploring Nate's past. The third game, explored Nate and Sully's relationship, how they first met, and this game kind of explores multiple things, like Nate's, how we got the name Nathan Drake, because Drake's not his actual last name, as we learned in the third game, And also, just you get to see some backstory of him and his brother, who is a character introduced in this video game, not mentioned in any of the prior ones. But Sam is definitely one of my favorite characters in this franchise, to be honest. Really well written.
In the meantime, I'm neglecting the other dozen boys under my care.
What do you want me to do?
You know my opinion.
I'm not ready to give up on him yet.
You can't keep avoiding it.
Look, I'll talk to him in the morning. Okay?
Good night, Father.
Good night, Sister Catherine.
So I'm just gonna go here for a second. Not really a collectible, but you can look at this file, which kind of talks about why Nate's in trouble. It also kind of gives you a hint at what his last name could be. You see Nathan M, so you know his last name actually starts with an M. But yeah. Go to cover. No, yeah, this is just definitely my favorite franchise of video games. I don't exactly know. I mean, I have some ideas why. Like, I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan, and this is basically just the Indiana Jones of video games. But I just love the character of Nathan Drake. He's my favorite video game character. I think he's got a lot of, like, you know, fun, witty personality that I really like. The other characters that join you in the franchise are great as well. Sister Catherine taking a smoke. But, yeah, I mean, the side characters are all fantastic. Sully, Elena, Sam in this game. They're all very good characters. And I also think that Uncharted 4 has the strongest villain out of the games. I really like Rafe Adler. You'll be introduced to him later, but I've just always liked, you know, the characters in this series. I'll talk more about that kind of stuff, though, when I do my, my video. I actually bought the collector's edition of this game, which is arriving, like, Monday. It was actually here Friday, but I didn't answer the door because I was still asleep. And I was the only one home, and they ended up bringing it to, like, the building, so I have to go pick it up. But, yeah, it normally cost, like, $150 when it came out, and I managed to get it for, like, $80, which is really good, because collector's editions only ever go up. They don't make, you know, multiple copies, especially 4 years after release. So, the fact that I got it for $80 is just a major steal.
Almost there.
So, really looking forward to, the reason I got it was because my physical copy of this game stopped working. My disc got kind of damaged, so I'm just playing it digitally right now. It is actually the free game on PlayStation this month, so if you guys haven't played the Uncharted games, you can actually play all 4 for free right now on PlayStation.
To watch your back.
All right.
Hey, it's good to see you, little brother. Who's that? Really? Again?
It's nothing.
You told me you'd stay out of trouble, though.
He was talking shit about us.
So?
He said that Dad dumped us here because we're worthless, and Mom is in hell because...
Nathan, come on. They're just saying it because it gets to you, all right? You just gotta learn to laugh it off.
You wouldn't.
Well, do as I say, not as I do. Here. You'll catch a cold.
So, what are you doing here like this anyway? If the nuns catch you, they're gonna call the cops.
Well, I got something for you, and I couldn't wait till Christmas.
What?
It's outside.
What happened to us staying out of trouble?
This is an exception.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, you can play them all for free right now. 1 through 3 are actually completely free. You don't even need PlayStation Plus. And then the 4th game, you need PlayStation Plus for, but it's the main free game of this month. I think there's also, like, a racing game that's free right now.
The place is kind of empty.
But, definitely something to consider doing during quarantine. They're fantastic games, like I said. Very, very fun, great stories. And you're only going to have about a week to download them. Once you download them, you get to keep them, but,
He's the
yeah,
one.
I definitely recommend checking them out.
You should
They're
come and say hi.
fantastic games.
I don't need the guilt. This way. That was easy. Come on. Damn.
You didn't prop it.
I did. At least I thought I did. No, it doesn't matter. We're gonna take the high road.
The high road?
Just follow me. Watch this.
Whoa.
And now, we take the high road.
Have you done this?
Sort of a cool little fact. The shirt that Sam is wearing is the same one that Nate wears in Uncharted 3 when he's a kid, and that's also the original outfit that Nathan Drake had in the first Uncharted. You don't see him wearing it in the game, but that's what he was wearing at the E3 2006 gameplay. So it's kind of just like a common shirt in this
So,
series.
what you been up to?
The white with the red
Working
sleeves.
mostly.
You still dating that girl?
Oh, Crystal? On again, off again. Currently off again.
So this first walkthrough, there's kind of a point I have I have in my mind for where I'll play up to.
No
So once I
guts.
get there, I'll end this episode, upload this video, and then I'll make the next part. Probably tomorrow, or I guess today technically it is 1:53. But I actually just finished replaying Uncharted 2 and 3, so... yeah, I felt like replaying 4, even though I literally just played it like twice in the last month, I think.
Nothing to it.
That's what I mean. That's how much I love these games. I've played this game 2 times in the last month, and I've actually played Last of Us, I think, 3 times in the last
Totally.
since January. I believe I played it 3 times.
Through here.
Right behind
So yeah, my a lot of the video games that I love the most come from Naughty Dog. They're definitely my favorite
There's a jump coming up.
gaming
Okay.
developer out there. I think they without a doubt make the best like linear single player games. I really like open world games, but I prefer linear in a way. Like I would pick this over something like
Was that a sin?
Skyrim any day. When it comes to open world, my style is kind of more like
ready to
Red
resign?
Dead Redemption 2. So
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of have like a style of games that I like, and I'd kind of consider Red Dead more of a linear open world. The game still has like, you know, choices you can make, but just in the sense, I'm not really into the type of games where it's like all a bunch of loot and stuff, you know, like Skyrim or Fallout, where you're, you know, carrying like a ton of stuff and like, oh, you have reached your maximum weight, you can't carry any more things. I'm just not a big fan of those in games. It just makes the gameplay kind of annoying at times. I'm just more into straightforward things, and I mean, some people complain about linear games that you don't get to choose anything, but
Yeah.
I don't know. When they're well-told stories like this, I have absolutely no problem
This
with
particular room?
you not
No.
being the person that makes the
You
choices.
do know where you're going, right?
More or less. You wait here, and you watch me.
And drop.
Okay. You got this.
All right, go ahead. Just don't overthink it.
There's a few little gameplay things that this game added. One of them is like those little sliding sections. There's also the rope swings, which I think is probably my favorite addition to this game.
Of course you did.
But as a whole, Uncharted 4 just feels like a huge step up from the previous games. I still love the previous ones, but this just feels a lot more advanced in many ways. The gunplay is like a million times better.
What?
I like the story a lot. I mean, some people like the second game the most for its story. This probably has my favorite story, honestly, just
Yeah, really.
the relationship with the brothers
I'll
and some
follow
other
your lead.
stuff. But anyways, very enjoyable, without a doubt. So yeah, if my mic levels are a bit off in this video, I don't know if the game is too loud compared to my mic, or if my mic's too loud compared to the game. I'll
Now,
you know, I'll just watch this video when it's uploaded and see if there's any changes I need to make for the next few entries. I'm honestly thinking I might just live stream the next few, because the Elgato's, while it looks better, it's just way too much of a hassle to set up.
check it out. Huh?
Whoa, you got the 250?
250? What are you talking about? No, this is the 500cc twin.
No way.
Yeah.
Where'd you lift it from?
Whoa. That's a low blow. But hey, I'll have you know that I am a changed man. Bought this with hard-earned cash. Here, come on, take a seat. What?
The only time you pull a stunt like this is when you're trying to make up for something.
You are too smart for your own good, you know that? All right. I got this job. Pays well. Really well. But, I gotta leave town for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
Like, a year. At the most, and then I'll be back before you even know it, all right?
You're bailing on me.
Come on, don't be so dramatic.
What, so it wasn't bad enough to leave me in that place? How could you do this to me, Sam?
Wait, I'm doing this for you. The money I make is for the both of us. And then in a couple of years, when you're out...
Years? Take me with you.
I can barely support myself.
I'll pitch in.
I know you think the orphanage sucks.
You have no idea.
Yeah, but it's the best thing for you right now. All right? Just gotta trust me on that one.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Nothing about our lives has been fair. But we've made it work. Right?
Sure.
Well, you know, the bike wasn't the only surprise. And I guess I'm gonna have to ruin the next one.
What?
I found Mom's stuff. Everything that Dad sold, I tracked down the buyer.
If you're saying this just to make me feel better...
No, I swear to God.
Where?
Yeah. On the other side of town. What do you say we go and get it back?
You mean steal it?
It's not stealing if it was ours to begin with.
I'm pretty sure the cops aren't gonna see it that way.
Well, then let's not get caught. You ready for this?
Hell yeah.
Esto va a estar más fácil de lo que esperaba, ¿eh?
You're gonna have to do it better than that, pal.
Acabemos con esto.
Let's go.
It's fight time. So yeah, the hand-to-hand combat was something that was emphasized a lot on in Uncharted 3. They put way more focus on it than they did in the previous games. And I like the hand-to-hand combat in the game, but I think this game, well, it doesn't really utilize it as much in the sense of straight-up encounters where you're supposed to go for fistfights. I do think the melee is better in this game, especially just with this fight alone. It feels like really smooth and looks really good too.
Lucha como un hombre.
All right. You asked for it.
Toma esto, pendejo.
I got you now.
Vuelve ahí. Derrota a ese gringo, amigo. Esto es por meterte con nosotros.
That would hurt a lot.
Ahora sí, pendejo. Te vas a arrepentir. ¡Vuelve ahí! ¡Amigo!
Come on.
¡Shit! ¡Te voy a matar, come mierda! Te voy a cerrar la boca.
Come on, Nathan. Come on.
¡Ya basta!
My turn.
¡Ya basta, idiota! ¡Suéltame!
Hey, we weren't fighting. Huh? Right, little guy?
Te voy a matar, gringo, come mierda.
Hey, give me a call when you're tall enough to ride the rides.
Te voy a sacar tiras
The
por el
biggest
culo.
insult of all time.
Unitaria. Cállalo.
Te voy a estar esperando aquí, ¿eh?
Abre.
Come on. How long am I supposed to be in here? Huh? Where's the toilet?
You looking at it? Have fun.
I will. Gracias.
Get up.
Man, I was having a great dream, too. Hey. All right, easy. Ah. All right, cálmate.
Chapter 2, Infernal Place.
Hey, any chance I can take a shower?
Cállate.
So yeah, there's a lot of memorable levels in this game. I've always liked, this level. It's just kind of cool, like, going around in the prison. It also kind of introduces you to the some of the new gameplay mechanics with, like, the rock sliding and the grapple hook. Or not the grapple hook, but the rope swinging or whatever I guess you want to call it. It introduces you to that in this level, so yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff. And there's also some really, really nice environments graphically. When you're outside, there's like this big destroyed tower that you guys will see. And, just the sense of scale and just the look of everything, it's very, very nice. Really looking forward to Last of Us Part 2. The delay still has me, disappointed right now. I really just want a new release date. I'm hoping it's not too long from now. Again, I'm still kind of judging this off of Ghost of Tsushima. If that doesn't get delayed, then I don't see why we wouldn't get Uncharted, or why we wouldn't get Last of Us in, like, July or something. I feel like they're not going to want to make fans wait, months and months for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm really hoping, I doubt it, but some people are saying how Sony might be making it a PS5 exclusive, but, people have already pre-ordered the game physically, like I have, for PS4. I highly doubt they're just going to, pull a fast one and make it PS5. I've never heard of that happening with games in the past where they, all of a sudden make it available for another generation, and that would just be a very slimy move on their part as well. Alright, into the basement we go.
After you.
Yeah, this isn't sketchy at all. Hey, this doesn't look like the warden's office.
Go left.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Through there.
Through here?
Here we are.
All right. Okay, take these cuffs off or what?
I want in.
In?
Whatever you hope to find up there, I want in.
Come on, Vargas, the deal was just to get us in and out of here, that's it.
Just? I'm sticking my neck out for you gringos.
Yeah, and Rafe is paying you a lot of money for your trouble.
See? But not nearly enough.
You were told not to open that.
Yes. I was also told not to take bribes, not to bring anyone here, and not to beat on my inmates. But here we are.
Just be careful with that. It's 300 years old.
I was a member of Captain Henry Avery's crew. You know who that is?
He was a pirate.
The pirate who pulled off the biggest heist in history and got away with it. I looked him up.
That's great.
Over $400 million worth of gold and jewels, all from one single ship. The Gunsway.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the story. Can you get to the point?
I occupied the highest cell in the Spaniards' prison. Here. I hope someday you will find your way into this infernal place, bear my cross, and discover the riches of paradise.
What? What do you want?
The riches of paradise.
It's a metaphor.
No. You and your friends did not pay to get into this infernal place in search of a metaphor. I want in.
Right. I'll tell you what. Let me go up there, check out the prison cell. If there's still anything there after 300 years, you can take this up with Rafe. Come on. Letter. Por favor.
How you gonna get up there anyways?
Climb. Oh, unless, of course, you want to do it, since you want in and all.
Just don't break your neck.
That's the plan. Hey, did you bring what I asked?
Yeah. Eat it just over there. Under the work table. By the crate.
So yeah, this is the environment I was referring to. Just looks great. I'm just gonna make a few very quick changes to my game. I'm gonna lower the volume, the brightness a bit, and is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, that's too dim. Yeah, the problem with my TV is it's not the brightest of TVs, to be honest. So when I'm playing games, when you have HDR on, it looks fine, but without it, it's not the best, to be honest.
Bingo. Now we're in business. Alright, this should do the trick.
I think I'm gonna raise my brightness back up. Sorry I'm making so many changes. It's just like, you know, HDR just gets like the perfect coloring, in my opinion. So I have to kind of like scramble around to find the right coloring otherwise. But yeah, no, this is a really awesome looking place. But yeah, like the first 3 games, I don't really know how to put it. They were like much more straightforward than this. You know, they didn't feel as smooth at all from like many standpoints, gunplay, and then just the general like sense of movement and whatnot was not as strong as it is in this game.
Looks like I can slide down there.
I know it's a small thing and it doesn't seem like it'd be much, but this rope swinging is just like really awesome feeling.
Wait till Sam hears about this.
So this is obviously, you know,
Onward and up.
set before the actual main game. I believe a good 15 years before the main game or so. So this is, I believe, around 1998, if I recall. They don't specifically state which year, but I believe
Find the highest cell.
that this is supposed to be 2008. Okay, back this way.
Hard to believe there were dozens of pirates holed up in here, just waiting to be hanged. Okay, where to?
Yeah, there's like a little treasure right there. I'm not gonna go for the treasures in this playthrough because I already have all the treasures. I have the trophy for that already, but that just gives you an idea of what a treasure looks like in this game. And one thing I also like about the Uncharted games is they have like just the camera work. They like to make it kind of cinematic, so you'll see here that the camera will kind of pull back, giving you like this greater sense of scale.
Missing out. Here we go.
It's just little things like that, but it just, you know, all helps
Cell.
that really cinematic feel that this
Oh,
franchise
sweet.
has.
Okay. Where to begin? Sun and moon. Alchemy symbols for gold and silver. Wait a sec. I saw something like this on the letter. Huh. Well, that's part of the symbol. Ah. There's the other half. Now then. That's more like it. Okay, got a
There.
zodiac symbol.
These are zodiac symbols, so
And the Scorpio sign.
we're pretty much going to decipher that. Where is it? Yeah, so it was both of those symbols. So X, and then X1.
All these
So then you're supposed to
squiggles and
find,
scratches must mean something.
Find that on the stone. And I've done this many times, so I know the exact stone to go to.
10 and 2. X and II. Would you look at that? Digna factis recipimus. Guess this is it. Time to head back.
But yeah, I don't remember exactly how you solve the puzzle, to be honest. I think... Is it... Yeah, I don't remember the exact way you solve it again, but I've just done it so many times that I just don't know the gist of it.
Gotta watch that first
So yeah, I'm gonna probably stop this as soon as this level's done, and there's still actually a decent amount, because this is not a long level, but, you know, lengthier than the first two levels that we did. First one wasn't even really a level, it was just like a prologue, and it's really short, so yeah. My goal for this is, I know you can speedrun this game in, like, I mean, obviously you can speedrun it in, like, a super quick time, but the trophy for the speedrunning is, like, 6 hours. I don't think this is going to be that short of a playthrough. I'll probably have about an 8-hour playthrough, which means there'll probably be, like, you know, about 8 or so parts in this, which is, I think, a pretty decent number. It could be a little bit more, like 9 or 10, but, you know, we'll see what goes. I'm not gonna try to rush this series or anything. I mean, if it takes me a week, it takes me a week. I'll play it and just play it by ear, I guess. But yeah, so I'll probably upload, like, an episode a day. Maybe more if I end up, like, recording more than that.
Whoa!
Made it.
Oops, missed the climbing spot. But yeah, I mean, I'll talk more about it. I don't know if I'll really talk about this in my video that I'm making, but maybe, like, later on in this series, just to avoid spoilers for now, but you know, as far as them making another Uncharted game, there's kind of a way I wouldn't mind them doing it. The whole idea of this game is it's the last one, at least with Nathan Drake.
You made it. What'd you find? Drake? What?
Place was picked clean. If there's a clue hidden up there somewhere, I couldn't find it.
Are you sure? Were you looking in the right place?
Maybe I missed something in the letter. There could have been another tower that collapsed centuries ago.
Mierda.
There any plans to this place? You know, like blueprints?
Could be. There's a bunch of old files.
Okay, great. Go look through those, okay? See what you can dig up. Meanwhile, I'll talk to Sam. He's our Avery expert. Maybe he can make sense of this whole mess.
Right. I'll look through the files.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Yeah.
When you're done talking to him, come and find me.
You got it.
Gringo, if I catch you fighting one more time, 1 week in the hole for you.
It's a nice acting, Vargas. Almost as good as mine.
¿Qué puedo decir, eh? Suerte de principiante, ¿verdad? Hijo de puta. Lo siento, chicos. Tengo que irme. Claro, te vas cuando estás ganando. Para ti, ¿eh? Jesus, they worked you over good. You all right?
Just another day at the office. Come on.
Hey, whoa. You're gonna keep me in suspense, are you?
You were right.
No, we were right.
No.
You just gotta find Rafe.
No, Rafe.
Don't start, please.
Oh, come on. Like you said, we did this. You and me. Now this rich asshole comes in on the tail end.
How long have we been trying to get in here?
We had some leads.
No, we didn't. Okay, not one. So like it or not, no Rafe, no Vargas, and no getting in here.
Speaking of Vargas, we got a problem.
What kind of problem? Did he let you into the old prison?
Yeah, he did.
All right.
After he read the letter.
So how much does he know?
Enough that he wants a cut.
Shit. Rafe, if anybody else finds out about this...
I'll work it out with Vargas. Don't sweat it. Right now, let's get on to more important matters.
All right. Let's find somewhere a little more private.
Yeah.
Private, but not for long.
All right, coast is clear.
Okay, so what do we got?
Oh, shit.
Huh? Hey,
May I?
just be careful, okay?
Wood with gold and silver inlay. It's well made. It's hollow. Why would one of Avery's men go through the trouble of hiding a cheap crucifix?
It's not a crucifix. Technically, a crucifix is a representation of Jesus. It's not Jesus.
Hmm? You're right, there's no crown of thorns. He's tied to the cross. Well, if it's not Jesus, then...
Read the inscription.
Digna factus recipimus. We receive...
We receive the due rewards of our deeds.
Look at you.
That's the benefit of growing up in a Catholic orphanage. That's St. Dismas.
Yeah, the penitent thief. What's the connection?
Guys, let's just pretend I skipped all of Sunday school.
Okay, during the crucifixion, Jesus is placed between two thieves, okay? One of them mocked Jesus. The other one, this guy, was penitent. Okay? He accepted his punishment with grace.
And Jesus brought him to paradise.
Penitent thief.
Yeah.
What? You figured it out?
There is a cathedral of St. Dismas in Scotland.
Wait, the last sighting of Avery was in Scotland.
That can't be a coincidence.
No.
You know, I have my doubts about you, too. But let's find Vargas. Get the hell out of this shithole. Let me guess, this is the guy you picked a fight with?
Didn't know he had so many friends.
Te dije que no habíamos terminado.
Mira, ya nos ganaste, ¿ok?
Muy tarde para hablar. ¡Aquí no sales! Hey, you know what? Tú no te metas.
Okay.
Alright, and let the brawl begin. The little prison brawl.
I didn't hear you volunteer. Guys, save it for later.
All these guys just look like very nice people, you know?
Come here,
If I saw them in a back alley, I would, you know, I'd welcome them.
Hey, Nathan, get over here!
Sparta kick.
Good for now. Remember, jab, jab, strike. Jab, jab, strike. Damn. Guys, get this dude off me!
Buenas noches.
Red is one of my favorite takedowns to do in this game when you and Sam just pick up a guy and slam him down.
Some help here. Get off!
Come on, buddy. This guy, like, takes a lot of hits. Same guy we fought earlier. Oh, he's choking me out. Look at that. That would hurt a lot.
Hey, get off!
Almost as much as this would hurt.
Ya basta de hablar.
Oof. That guy's gonna have some serious head trauma after all this.
Alguien más necesita que le recuerde las reglas. ¡Alíñense!
¿Qué es esto? ¿Eh?
Dame. Are you bringing in contraband?
Vargas.
¡Cállate! Who do you think you are? Llévalo a su celda. Trae a los gringos a mi oficina. Déjanos. Déjennos.
you long enough. We almost got killed, you know?
You still might.
Vargas? Seriously?
Oh, I didn't find anything. It must be in a different tower. Well?
How can I say? I was raised Catholic. I always carry one.
Funny.
Hey, look. It's worthless, all right?
You think I'm an idiot?
Okay, you want to renegotiate, fine. Stop acting like a third world thug. Put the gun away. Thank you. We're willing to give you 10%.
Think half.
We're doing most of the work, 20, and you'd never find it without us.
25 equals
25. Does that sound fair, guys?
Suppose I can live with that.
Yeah, sure. Maybe 400 million divides nicely by 4.
Looks like we have a deal.
Yes, we have a deal. And if you ever cross me
And that right there is where we kind of learn the ruthlessness that is hidden behind this scrawny guy.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
You want to find out?
Guys, what are we doing here?
We're sticking to the plan.
Was this part of the plan?
Just follow me.
Come on. Come on!
And now we run. So yeah, this will, by the time this level's done,
Rafe, where we
probably be a 14-minute episode, or 14-minute, yeah, hour-long episode. So kind of what I was expecting, honestly. Pretty solid first part. It'll literally bring us right up to the Uncharted 4 title sequence. So
the window. Hurry up.
see, that's a pretty solid starting point.
There, go. We got it. Then go. Come on. I don't see the lighthouse. Right now, let's just get away from the guard. Down this way. Through here. Watch yourself. Oh, crap. Over there, to the left. Alto. This way. No, wait. Over here. Come on, come on. This way. Come on, Sam. Ready? And... Let's go. Yeah, after you. Open the roof. Follow me. Are you sure? Yes. Come on.
Go.
Seriously? Nathan! Oh. Let's clean house! Alright, we need to catch up with Ray. Quickly. I thought you trusted him. I do. What point?
Alright, press triangle. Wrong button.
He's gonna leave without us, isn't he? Not if we're quick. Come on, after you.
They're everywhere. Just keep going. Okay, looks clear.
God damn it, this place is like a maze.
Yeah, it's like they don't want us to leave or something.
Hola, amigo. Right. Good to see you. Pick down that ladder for us. Close. There's the lighthouse. Like I said,
Stick to the plan.
Don't celebrate yet. That's right. Just keep searching over there. Find us. There it is.
come on. And don't drop the rocks. Hell. On me. Get to the wall. Now. Sam. Just keep going. Go. pull you up! I got you! Come on!
Sam,
No. No, you hold on! Hold on! Sam! Give me your other arm! Come on, reach! No! Sam!
We gotta move.
Oh, no, he's still down there.
No, he's gone. Come on, the boat's just beyond the wall.
No, I can't. Can't leave him behind.
Nate, your brother is dead. Either come with me or join him. Just have it your way.
Now, I don't know how people are supposed to fall for that, considering the opening of this game with the boats was them as, you know, later on, so I've always found that kind of funny. While I like the opening, I think they honestly could have just
I'm coming.
started off with young Nate. But that's just me. And cut the title card. Now, a lot of people think this game has the weakest soundtrack in the franchise. I don't think it has the weakest. I think it's got a stronger soundtrack than the first one and maybe 2. And I honestly love the main theme for this. It's not, you know, the same theme. There's a part of it that's from the previous games, but I still love the theme. And I really like the way they handled this intro, showing all these moments from the first 3 games with like the, you know, kind of journal-esque look to it. That was very cool. Alright, so there you have it, guys. The intro is over, and we are at 53 minutes. That's a pretty solid first episode. I'm going to stop it here. So, hope you all enjoyed this entry. I'll be continuing this throughout the week or so. Probably have it done by Friday is my guess, if not sooner. But yeah, thank you all for watching this, and I will see you all next time. Bye.